So I got some good news and I got some bad news.
¿Qué pasó?
What's the good news?
Okay, so the good news.
You like the good
You
news
want to
first?
end with bad? I like good news, bad news, good news. How about that?
Okay.
But we don't have find another good news before you can then come back to us.
New sandwich like that?
I don't.
Then, all right, we're gonna start with the good because Casey said.
Open face sandwich and it's a bad news sandwich.
Well, you know what? It's,
Open face.
So it's avocado toast.
It's not
Avocado
even
toast.
okay. So these things, it's like the good. I mean, the bad is replacing the good. Okay. So, good news. UFC 249. Yay! It's going. It's live. They're gonna have this fight.
Finally
It's
gonna do it.
happening. And it's in a private island supposedly. So says the
What?
fight. Woo!
You know why he was able to obtain a private island so that they can continue to fly international fighters into it? Because the problem with holding it in the States or any other country, there's like a bunch of loss. But if he has his own island, he can keep flying in all these fighters and they can keep up with all the fights. Because it's not.
Yeah, but what if somebody's sick?
They'll screen them. They got those UFC doctors.
Yeah, so he's saying like we're gonna pre-test and test and post-test and test and test everything, right? And it's like woo, it's happening. UFC's coming back. But then here comes the bad news. Disney is the parent company of ESPN, which was gonna be showing the fights, and Disney said, nope, you're not gonna do it.
Fucking Mickey.
So now it's indefinitely postponed.
Well, they would have been cool like before they got the island and like what the fuck? Or it would have been nice to tell them before they got the island and everything, right?
Yeah, I guess. Well, it seems like Dana was just trying to like move multiple pieces at the same
He's one of
time.
the most Chinese people I know. Like in terms of finding loopholes.
You know him tight. Just kidding.
Yeah. Just like him, like pulling shit together and how resourceful he is. I'm like, damn, this was
I don't
relentless.
think he's gonna wait for any higher up to tell him it's
I feel
okay.
like that's all successful people. Like the ability for them to like how much they push to get something done, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, how resourceful.
That's why I was telling you like why my buddy Joey is so successful. Like I was like, oh, this is why he's such a mega millionaire. Because even the way he approached the charity and the mask shit, I was like, I can't even think like this. Like he was able to convince retailers to stop selling it to the public, and then he in turn got the government involved to buy the stock at retail price while we were able to access the stuff so we can sell it to the hospital. I mean, we can get what we bought and give that to the hospitals.
I can't even convince the parking attendant that I did come in within 2 hours and I lost my ticket and can I not pay the full price? You know? I always get penalized. I gotta pay the $30. I'm like, I trust me, only park here for like half an hour.
Yeah, it's fucking
You're
crazy.
losing the ticket, Bart. Learn your lesson.
Yeah, but that's just the level of why these guys are so mega, like, they get shit done. Like, people don't know the moving pieces. For me, I'm like, oh, that's tough. Maybe I can go and watch Netflix or something later. And I'll give up.
Yeah, just chill out.
Yeah, who would think to buy an island?
Right?
Yeah.
So
I've been thinking on that.
I'll be like,
level.
well, Rona happened. Time. Guess we're not doing JK News.
Yeah. Guess it's a free vacation,
The
guys.
JK Island that we just all fly to.
But we made this shoot happen, though. And, you know, me and you, we were working on this for like 3 hours.
You had your Dana White hat on.
That sounds so like low.
3 hours versus like 3 weeks for Dana, probably.
Hey, but that's why we're not fucking UFC, right? We're JK Films, you know what I mean?
But possible full sandwich, good news, then it might be Khabib finally fighting.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You're right.
The good
You're
news
right.
at the end.
I'm happy about.
Oh yeah, because initially this fight wasn't gonna have Khabib.
Really?
Originally, so they've been trying to make this fight, Khabib and Tony Ferguson, for this is the 5th time, right?
5th time.
So they've been trying to make it happen
times.
for a long time already. And they're like, okay, this fight is cursed. It's never gonna happen. The MMA gods aren't gonna allow it. They finally made it. They're healthy. They're gonna fight, and then freaking Rona happens.
Yeah.
So all the MMA fans who've been wanting to watch them fight, they're like, oh, this really isn't gonna happen. And then when they got canceled, and Dana White was like, 249 is gonna happen no matter what. Brings in Justin Gaethje. He was gonna fight Ferguson because Khabib is stuck in Russia. And then some of the MMA fans like me who really want to see Ferguson versus Khabib is more important than 249. And Gaethje's a really tough dude, and so we all know there's a possibility that Gaethje can beat Ferguson, or even if Ferguson wins, he's gonna be injured some sort. We're not gonna see the 100% Ferguson versus 100% Khabib, which is what everyone wants to see. So now that
Long time coming.
so now that this whole thing is like squashed, I'm really hoping that everyone can stay healthy so we could see that fight, because that will be the lightweight fight of the century.
So here's some photos. Here's Dana, in case you don't know what he looks like.
What a madman.
Yeah. This was the fight that was supposed to happen, right? The one that you were just talking about.
Yes.
Khabib versus Ferguson, and then this is the one that was going to happen.
When they announced it, I was like, no.
I know, it just doesn't have the same, like, I don't know, it's not, I don't care to see that
What's his
fight.
name?
Gaethje, yeah.
Gaethje's probably like, oh.
He sounds like the consolation prize.
Yeah.
I don't know, the craziest thing about this fight, it's like they've always said it was cursed because like when they first put the fight together, one of them didn't make weight or whatever. The other one got sick the next time. Then the third time around, like one of them got injured. The fourth time, you know, it's like it's always something happened, but it was like a personal issue that happened. But this time, you know, this whole the whole virus thing happens, and it's like who could have seen this coming?
Yeah.
Being the reason why for a fifth time this fight goes like to shit.
And even one of them, they were both healthy, and they made it to the to the weigh-ins and the fight, and they're doing the press conference. And then one of them trips over some cords and tears all of his ACL
Shut up.
up to the stage.
Who was it?
Tony Ferguson. Like he trips over some cords and he fucking tears every ligament in his knee.
Oh my god.
On the walk.
Yeah, and they're like, he lasted training camps and he freaking rips everything on some cords.
Wow.
Yeah, they're like, this fight
It
is.
should. I don't think it should happen
Well,
because what would happen if it does?
No, I mean maybe they caused the Rona.
They don't want this to happen.
Yeah.
They're just trying to
Because
keep
of
making
this
the fight happen. It's like, well, no, we're gonna give you another reason why it doesn't
don't want
happen.
it.
It's like Final
What would be
Destination.
the next fucking escalated version of this then?
Aliens are coming.
Oh my
That's
god.
what they're supposed to this month.
What?
Yeah, aliens are supposed to be
Out of nowhere. Why?
Wait, why?
Turn into
You guys haven't seen the whole like memes?
Please elaborate.
Yeah, they're saying that in April they're saying that aliens are gonna finally remove themselves.
But why?
Like
Why they call
there's
it
no
April
why, it's
showers?
just a meme.
I wanted some like actual conspiracy shit. I'm like, I'm ready, Joe. I'm ready. No? All right.
They're like they're preparing for the Ronas, and then after the Ronas it's the alien invasions. Yeah.
Which is the rapture. Back to the thing that I was saying.
Yep. Everyone thinks the rapture is always gonna happen, and it never does.
Well, it hasn't.
Y2K 2012.
Because I feel like
we ran out.
Calendar.
Because if you think about it, right, like the shit that our grandparents went through, that probably felt more like the rapture than anything that we're going
Fuck
through.
yeah.
World War I, World War II, or like
Right after.
yeah, all that kind of shit, and like, man, while there's crazy diseases and all that shit,
Yeah.
That's true.
Great Depression, fucking all that
And
stuff.
our recession was not the Great Depression.
No, dude.
We barely felt
The Great
it.
Depression was so bad, people were giving kids away because they couldn't feed them.
Right.
That's fucking-
Like, we don't have that shit here, really.
And then our World War III that's happening right now is not the World War II that they experienced.
No, it's like online and shit, you know?
Go sit on your couch and don't do anything.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, all
Only
right.
2 steaks when you buy it.
One pack of rice.
I know. Oh no, we could only take one fucking thing of eggs home. What are we gonna do, you know?
Yeah. I don't know.
The Cold War, like our parents, like they had to fucking worry about nuclear threats and shit.
Decimation any given second.
They had that in schools, like you know how we have fire alarms and like what to do. They had like the
Atomic bomb alarm, you know?
they just like fucking like
What is that?
just sorry.
A little bit.
Terrorismo?
We kind of have that a little bit, that like our version of that, because now in schools they also added the like shooter.
Oh, that's true.
And then
a
like
new
how
one.
North Korea is kind of scaring everyone on the West Coast about like sending their nukes.
That's true.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like
I
our
don't
drills
know.
back then were so like whatever. It's like fire drills and earthquake drills. You're like, all right, cool, no class. Let's just stand outside and talk to each other for an hour.
But if you really think about like back in the days where Europe was constantly fighting, or just the world, right? Like if you lived in a village and you're just some farmer, soldiers gonna come in and be like, give me all your beets and your daughters.
Damn.
You know what I
True.
mean? Like, and then they just come in and fucking take the girls and just leave. Like that's some nutty shit. And humans have been doing that for ages.
I know, that's actually the one fear that I do have, like with this whole situation.
Being taken away?
Not beats. Is people invading like other people's like homes and stuff. That shit's scary because
Oh, like personal attack.
yeah.
Oh, looters.
Like looting
Yeah.
into our home. Like,
That's why if you got guns,
It's a good time to have it
Scary.
over.
That's fine.
scary, huh?
Like yeah, tell them to come over. It's
I
fine.
have
Fucking target practice.
I'm gonna be on top of my roof.
tools.
Fucking kid comes over, try to throw a newspaper. I'm like,
Oh my god.
See like a bunch of lemons on the floor. He's like,
Lemons. Shooting him with lemons.
He is
I have a
Dwight.
lemon cannon.
You are Dwight.
He's talking about beats and then shooting people from his roof.
Well, Steven and Joe combined as Dwight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man, like I think that is kind of like a scary thing that might be real though, like Walking Dead kind of.
I saw you at your friend's gun shop.
Yeah, oh,
How
damn.
did you see him there on his stories?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I was on my stories.
Yeah, I saw him on his stories.
no, he was posting. He was posting.
No, you know what? It's that I wasn't really trying to go during this crazy time. So, my buddy, he owns a jewelry store, right? So, you met him too, but his family their whole family owns jewelry stores. And, his parents got stalked. And then, basically, the guys put him at gunpoint, tied up their family members, and it was just they beat his mom. It was horrible. Like, they took millions of dollars in just like purses, jewelry, whatever, right? And so they knew his name and his brother's name because they were stalking the whole family. And then they were like, yeah, where's so-and-so? Where's the video footage? All this stuff. So he got scared because he just bought a new house with his wife, and like they just barely got their security equipment like in. It's not even online yet. And he was like, Joe, like, do you have that gun you were selling? Because I feel super unsafe.
Damn.
And I'm like, okay, but the thing with California is I can't just drop off the gun. I have to be there to transfer it to him. So we went there, and then the gun shop was literally like a 7-hour wait of human beings.
Damn.
And because my buddy is like the manager there, we got kind of a special like expedient like thing. But what was happening too is they were on the news too, because all the hate crimes that were happening to Asians.
Yeah.
So a lot of Asians who never even thought about owning a gun were like, I'm fucking scared for my family and just like racist violence. So I feel like I need to protect myself. So it was that in the combination of just regular gun owners who wanted to pick up ammo or just anything. And like, I think a lot of uncertainty made people scared about what might happen. Like if a riot happens because there's no food or whatever, like people are scared of that, just being able to protect themselves.
Yeah. That's crazy. I feel bad for your friend. It's so traumatic.
I know, right? And
That makes me want to name like my kids stupid names, because I don't think you can be mean to people. Because imagine if you want to kidnap someone, right? Let's say your name's like your son's name's Donald and Daffy. They're gonna be like, give me your fucking money, Donald and Daffy, and they're gonna feel bad. They're like, nah.
I don't think they have to know their names to rob them.
They gotta change. I think Taika sounds kind of cool. You could go, Taika, give me your money. It flows.
So like taking.
Taika, take your money, Taika. Taekwondo. Nah, it's gotta be funnier. It's gotta be a name where it makes the robber laugh, and then you're like, nah, that's a bad idea.
Why does the robber have to know their name?
In that story, they knew the name.
just name your kid Giggles. Give me your money, Giggles.